Hey, easy. Go, let's go, let's go.
Tight end right. Tight end right. Four down, check.
After the interception, it's locked. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Deion Jones in there to sack him for a loss of 6.
6-23.
On second down, here's Locke. Man open left side is Brown. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half.
Tempo.
They go play action here on first down. Under pressure, and down he goes. Luck is sacked. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action.
11.
To throw is Locke. And the pressure gets to him again. Jadeveon Clowney in there to get him. And this pass rush strong now. That's sacks on back-to-back plays. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well, as we are back and started in the second half. The dangerous Hill now to return. And it's a pretty good return here, as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Here comes the 49ers offensive unit, as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? I mean, they score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, I feel like you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Yeah, still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
On 1st and 10, here's Vic. Dancing to his left. Oh, and he'll just get rid of this one deep. And that's caught inside the 30. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
To the right, boy. Tight end to the right. Move.
Base 5-3.
Four down.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
To throw, Vic. Buying time to his left. And going deep for Hill. And that's caught inside the 35. And that goes as a gain of 37 on 3rd down. The last drive he threw the pick, but he's not shy. He's going downfield again there.
And you can't be, because if you back off after throwing an interception, your whole game plan just goes right out the window, and it makes things easier for a defense. And you and I both know there isn't a quarterback in this league that's any good that doesn't throw an interception occasionally, and they usually bounce back in a big way. I've seen guys throw 5 and still find a way to win the game in the end.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Hey, we are.
When they sit, wait 20. When they sit.
From the shotgun, it's Vic. Being chased out left. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however, and let's see what that's about. In the pocket, chucked it away, flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose a down on the grounding call.
Strong right.
White 20. White 90. White 20.
Play action now, Vic. Looking deep for Julio. And this is caught inside the 5. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal.
Odd. 5 down.
White 96. White 80.
52's the mic. Watch Mike.
White 20.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. Into a mass of bodies, and I think they held him out. They did.
Watch Mike.
No gain on the play, and it's going to be 2nd and goal. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal.
Woo! Okay, baby, I see you.
White 96.
From the gun, Vic. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Jerry Rice from a yard out. And the 49ers add 6 to their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that early. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
The return man is Hill. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the 2nd half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
We'll see what they have up their sleeve. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
We got 4.
2nd and 10, Luck again. Over the middle here to Brown. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy.
And the Niners get there and bring him down. Jadeveon Clowney in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. They're going to go for it here on 4th. Luck in the offense is going to stay out there.
Hey, boys, we got 4.
They're going to go. It's Luck. Jordan Reed has it. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. How about them biting off 15 yards there on the 4th down attempt and keeping the drive alive? Luck on 1st down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's McCoy. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Give him 7 on the play, and that'll make it a 2nd down. Back now in Jacksonville.
Sports fans, please remember to do your part and recycle. Specially marked recycling bins are located near all entries.
Go. Watch tight end. Watch tight end. Tight end's right. Tight end's
12.
Now Luck. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Let's go.
Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does?
Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Jadeveon Clowney able to disrupt yet another pass play, his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He is going to find Hill here. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
They don't want it, fellas. They don't want it. Keep playing hard.
Luck now, 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Brandon Cooks, the receiver he was going after. And it's 2nd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Eluding the pressure right. Now he'll let it go. And Luck will be intercepted for a 3rd time. Picked up by... Hi again, everyone. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. With me, as always, Charles Davis. And, Charles, we look at a matchup like this. It's really the running backs that may take center stage here today.
And in today's football, they're still valuable, not just as runners, but guys who can catch the ball as well. It's really the number of touches that determines things these days.
Now the big leg of Matt Prater ready to get this one started. And off we go from Jacksonville. That'll be taken in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
Hey, watch the left, watch the left. All day, dog. 45's the mic.
Rodgers now on 1st down. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the 1st quarter.
Too many ones in this play. 1st quarter, 1st drive, 1st interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Steps away to his left. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Telvin Smith. And this one will be brought back to the 22.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball. And I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 18 big yards on that one, and a Charger first.
One of the most revered Raiders of all time, Tim Brown, but his first grab of the game.
So many impressive games back in the day, and an impressive record that he holds. 10 consecutive seasons of 75 receptions or more in NFL record. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first.
Some think that teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
That was a nice grab. Just couldn't get the feet down, right? Needed that toe tap sequence there. Whatever size shoe he's wearing, probably need about a half size smaller to complete that one.
Throw right side, going to be complete to Moss. 23 yards on the play.
Look, we came into this one focused on Randy Moss, and now he has our full attention with his first grab of the game.
Well, he's one of only 2 players to go a whole season averaging over 100 yards receiving and average a touchdown per game as well. That's a pretty impressive stat.
It really is, especially when you consider that every defense he faced was prepared for him and was kicking coverages in his direction. So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets them up now 1st and goal.
Let's go. Hey, check 26.
45.
59.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Deion Jones. Coming hard from that linebacker spot. He drops him for a loss of 11.
Blitz!
1st down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further.
Zoom.
Now Rodgers throwing on 2nd down. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Deion Jones in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Zoom.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. He finds his man, the tight end Olsen. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Give him 13 yards on the connection, but not enough. 4th down. And Prater's kick is on the money. It's good. And the Chargers grab themselves a 3-0 lead. They had it 1st and goal, 3 attempts, couldn't get it in, so they settle for 3.
Yeah, the field tends to shrink a little bit the closer you get to the goal line, doesn't it? It doesn't sound right. It sounds a little counterintuitive. But you run out of space to run the deep routes, so they can just sit on the shorter stuff if you're going to throw it. If you want to run it, there's just not as much space. They end up having to take 3 there.
The 49ers offense now, they work their way back onto the field. And last time, 1 play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people would think.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Jabal Sheard in there to drop him for a loss of nearly 20 yards.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
2nd quarter now. Brandon Gaud and Charles Davis with you. It's the 49ers in control of the football, but they face a 2nd and long to start things out.
Hey. 4 down.
Working out of the gun, Michael Vick. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Watch tight end. Tight right. 4 down.
Why 90?
4 down.
Why twist hot?
On 3rd down, Vick. Oh, he cannot get away. Down goes Vick. Jabal Sheard in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Yeah. Hurry up, hurry up.
Check 45's the mic. Check 45.
On second down, here's Rodgers. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
I know some people express surprise when Barry Sanders catches the football because his rushing numbers get most of the attention, but he also contributed in his career in the passing game like we just saw there.
Yeah, he had nearly 3,000 career receiving yards, and I think that gets overshadowed by the over 15,000 rushing yards that Mr. Sanders had. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. Back with more from Jacksonville. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back after this.
Tight end right. 4 down.
Rodgers to throw on second down. That is incomplete. Xavier Rhodes, the cornerback, there in coverage.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
Throwing is Rodgers on third down. And that is incomplete.
But no second guessing the call here. It was 3rd and long, so throwing the football was probably the smart play to try and pick it up. But they don't get it, and now the defense goes off the field feeling pretty good about themselves, gaining some momentum as they force them into a likely punting situation.
On is Kern, the punter, to send this one away. The 49ers offense making its way back out there. And this is their 3rd drive. Right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a first down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you go a couple of drives without getting a first down. Then all of a sudden it looms big. It gets harder and harder to actually attain that first down.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Bell. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. 12 yards there as they move the chains. Maybe a little sign of life here offensively, Charles. They get their first down. They didn't have any in quarter number 1.
And I think what we're seeing is great evidence of good scouting by both teams, right? Understanding what they like to do.
Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Cameron Jordan. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Here's Vic. And he's going to go down again. Linval Joseph in there to drop him, and sacks on 1st and 2nd downs are going to lead to a 3rd and long. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Escaping the pressure right. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
Well, that's certainly playing down and distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. He was trying to get it to the Hall of Famer Barry Sanders there. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Certainly looked like maybe his 3rd or his 4th read on his progression. Just trying to find his outlet man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. Reggie White. And now the 49ers signal for a timeout defensively, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Hey,
Hoko, over here.
50, Mike's 50.
Look at you.
And indeed, that's what they'll do as they run it here. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. And he'll try and hurry the kick, gets it away, but it's not looking that great. And he's going to be out of bounds, but able to take it inside the 40-yard line. The 49ers offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And with great field position here, chance for some points before the break.
That's prime real estate. Just have to decide how they want to try and take their shot to try and put those points on the board.
This will be the final play of the half. Vic, and he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we have reached halftime, intermission with the visiting Chargers on top. This will be taken short. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. Here comes the 49ers offensive unit as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Forced out to his left. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days. Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
That's fine. Yeah.
Strong right.
So, hey, let's go. Come on.
Here's Rodgers looking to throw on second down. He's going to launch this thing. It's caught inside the 25. A big play there for L.A. And even 50 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up second and goal.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
To throw on second down, Rodgers. Flushed out right. Now look out, Rodgers lost the football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave them with a third down. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes third and goal. Rodgers going to throw. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Greg Olsen, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Chargers are going to add on to their lead. Prater for the extra point. And the lead grows to 10-0. Here's Prater now set to kick it away.
Number 10, the deep return man.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The San Francisco offense getting their last-minute instructions before they take over here. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me.
Oh, he cannot get away. Down goes Vic.